So I had to take off my sweater and put my Patrick Star shirt on. Yeah, everybody loves Patrick Star. So I just finished what was that episode 11. So episode 10 we had the new kids on the block. It was crazy. So they Kimmy got tickets for DJ to go to New Kids on the Block's concert. But then we found out they were counterfeit. Of course, why not? So Kimmy decides to get a meeting with the new kids on the block, kicks the limo driver out of their limo, so gets in front of their limo, pulls down the window so she could talk to them and ask them to come for DJ's party and sing happy birthday. And they're like, no. But she finally convinces him because she's done a few creepy things with him before. She said, well, if I agree that I won't do anything creepy to y'all ever again, will you come sing happy birthday to her? And they said yes because they didn't want to put up with any of her creepiness anymore. So then at DJ's birthday party, before New Kids on the Block get there, DJ hurts her tooth by eating a cupcake with a key in it that Max thought would make her cry, how great it was. And kind of weird. And then she broke her crown, had to go to the dentist, and then she saw New Kids on the Block showed up. She wasn't there. But DJ did show up shortly after them, but she was all loopy because of the surgery. And then she felt all over one of them, and she didn't know what she was doing. It was kind of creepy. But then, at the end, when she woke back up, everything was revealed to her, and she was kind of embarrassed. Who wouldn't be? But then Steve shows up and said that Matt got them tickets to the show by some odd reason. And then when they leave, Steve tells Matt that he thinks he's a great guy and DJ definitely deserves him. I'm like, no, Steve, don't. And so when that happened, see, Steve had pulled some strings to get them tickets because he's a podiatrist and one of his patients, he owed him a favor for something he did. So, and he worked for the arena or something, and they got him tickets. This next episode was the high school reunion. It was something. And they got there, and the whole thing was Kimmy was a joke. But by the end, everybody liked her. But anyway, so DJ runs into none other than Nelson at the high school reunion. Of course, Nelson. And then Viper shows up. Of course. If y'all don't know who I'm talking about, in season 8, she dated Nelson and Viper after she dated Steve. And Frankie Valli came for Nelson and sang to DJ. And Viper wrote a song for DJ. And it was getting all lovey-dovey. And she's just like, okay, if y'all gonna act like this, I don't want either of you. So then they both are fighting over DJ. And then Steve walks in and says, no, she's my girlfriend. And he reveals that he did it all because Kimmy called him because she said she was in desperate need of a companion for the high school reunion. Then they dance a little and Steve reveals that he's gonna propose to CJ. Even though he started going with her because he saw all DJ's great qualities in her. He eventually thought she was the right one. It's heartbreaking. You thought they were gonna get back together, and then no. Steve's proposing to his girlfriend. But then you saw Dwayne. Of course, everybody loves Dwayne. He took his famous line of whatever and turned it into a motivational speaking speech. Now he goes all around the world and gives his whatever speech. He's great with words now. He goes, tells everybody, "Oh, you so down because of this, and this, whatever." And he's saying to Kimmy, "You're embarrassed because they made a meme of you being a trash bag girl. Go like whatever." And then he convinced Kimmy to be proud of herself, and she went out, got a trash bag, went out there, and convinced everybody to love her. So that was good to see Dwayne again. He had the best part. Anyway, we got 2 more episodes. We got the Christmas one, and what's the other one? The New Year's one. So, see you then. So, I just watched the Christmas special. It was really good. So, CJ came over with Steve and her daughter Rose because their bunny rabbit was sick for some reason. And then a relationship sprouted between Cosmo and the bunny and Max and Rose. It was so cute. You could tell Dave Coulier had his directorial debut with this episode. It was really cute. And they had to go see the Nutcracker because Ramona was supposed to be in it. But she felt bad because she couldn't go to Lola's party. This was all on Christmas Eve. She felt bad. So she decided, Kimmy got the idea that she ought to just go to the party first and then show up for the play. And then miss part of the play because she didn't come on to the end of Act 1. But Fernando got lost. So Kimmy went on for her, and it was a whole fiasco. And Kimmy had to be the Mouse King, which was Ramona's part, and Ramona had to play the, Nutcracker. And it was so funny. She had to kill her own mom. Probably what she was thinking she was wanting to do. Anyway. So then Stephanie broke up with Jimmy because she didn't want to say I love you back when he said I love you. But DJ talked some sense into it. That's crummy and you ought to stay with him. And then he showed back up the next morning and revealed, oh, that was only for, because he was going to get his Christmas presents because they're cheaper on Christmas Eve night. So he was never actually leaving her. And then, what was it? Earlier, Max found this necklace that Steve gave to DJ way back when and gave it to Rose. And then when the adults found out, CJ was not happy. Then Max brought out the box that said DJ and Steve forever with a heart on it. And then CJ was even more not thrilled. But on Christmas morning, they all came over, and Rose said she wanted to give DJ back the necklace, mostly because her mother said that could not be in her house. It's hilarious. So I was hoping she'd get back together with Steve, but it didn't look likely. But you never know on New Year's what could happen. I'm about to watch the season finale. It's called Happy New Year, baby. Yeah. So, the finale just ended. It was something, alright. So, Jackson and friends decided to do the Netflix New Year thing. It's a New Year episode to make sure that Max would not invade their party. Well, it worked until Steve, CJ, and Rose showed up And Rose woke him up and said, "It's not even 11 yet." He had to get his revenge. Oh, yeah. So he pulled a Rusty. And if you don't know what I mean by that, watch season 5 of Full House. He put a rope tying the two doors so neither one could open because Lola and Ramona were in one room and Jackson and Popko were in the other. So then DJ came up and saved them. And then, of course, DJ had to help Steve propose to DJ. DJ had to help Steve propose to CJ. It's hard since they almost have the same name. And they were rehearsing it. Steve got really nervous. And CJ walked in and saw it and thought Steve was proposing to DJ. So she got really, really mad and tried to get out of it. And then Steve grabbed her legs and got down on one knee and proposed. He tried to. He couldn't quite think of any words. He was like, "DJ, come propose for me." So DJ proposed to CJ for Steve. And she's like, "Yes, yes, yes, yes." In the middle of that, Matt walked in. And he was like, "Oh, I don't think this is a good thing. I don't think my girlfriend should be proposing to a woman who's exactly like her." And then, so Matt walked in, and it was New Year's, and everybody had their kisses, and it looked like Matt might propose, but he didn't. Oh, and before that, Jesse, Joey, and Danny had an argument about all these petty things. Jesse was just trying to decide who the godfather of his new baby would be. And he started with Joey, and then Danny got all insulted. They all started throwing insults at each other. So Jesse's like, "You want it so bad, you can be the godfather, Danny." He's like, "Oh, no, not after you disrespect me like that." So he's like, "Okay, I'll get back to Joey." And he's like, "No, not after you disrespect me like that." And then after a talk with Max, they finally realized that if Max can make up with his brother, then they can make up with each other. Old men fighting like that, like little boys. Anyway, so then DJ was talking to Kimmy and Stephanie and saying, "Well, I guess it all worked out pretty good. Matt was the one you told you wanted to keep beginning of the season, right? The first episode." They didn't say that, but she's like, "No, I wanted Steve." But it all worked out great. Matt and I are in a really good spot, and this might just be the best year ever. So I don't know how this is going to go down, season 3, y'all. They might end up in a wrestling fight. Well, looking forward to season 3. And I just watched Fuller House for 8 hours. And I'm just a bear living a crazy life. Because that's how I am. So, after all that, after they fell asleep in each other's laps, all the couples, including Danny and Joey, Jesse and Becky showed up with their new baby. The new baby's name was Pamela Donaldson Consopoulos. And if you don't know why that name is significant, you are not a true Full House fan. Pamela was the name of Danny's wife and Jesse's sister, who passed right before the first episode, and was the reason they all came together. So yeah, that all happened.